Lucky Boys Podcast.
I'm not the same guy I was when I was 18 or even 25, right? Or even 30. This year, I definitely felt a change in terms of motivation and energy and just a zest for the gym or just getting fit, right?
Yeah.
Even when I'm there, the first 15 minutes is a major struggle mentally to just stay in it and just work through the stiffness, right? To get loose. And then by that time, at the half hour mark or maybe even 20 minutes, it's like, why are we doing this? We just watch some Netflix. Let's just chill out, man. And after I get through that, then I can get through, after I get all the noise out my head, I'm fine. And I'm there and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And I blast through the gym. I feel proud of myself afterwards. I'm glad it's over too, right? And a part of me go, I never, when I was young, I never thought of the gym and said, or whether I was playing basketball with my friends or at the gym working out, where I said to myself, geez, I'm glad that's over. I mean, I was like that with runs because I was never a runner, right? Oh gosh, thank goodness, like finish line, great, we're done. Let's get something to eat. But I never felt like that about the gym. And I'm thinking to myself, is this where I go downhill? And even getting back the next day is a challenge, right? To not miss a day where I know I have the bandwidth to go, right? Where it's not a recovery issue and it's not an issue of having time. It's more like I'm making excuses, right? I'm coming up with excuses. I'm looking for excuses not to go. And I hate to admit this, right? But I go through it. I go through these struggles. Is there something that I can do to help reduce the friction?
Yeah, I think the main thing is, like, if it doesn't feel good, I would recommend seeing a physical therapist. Like, that's a lot of my job, right? It's like, it's not that pain is the problem. It's that pain's preventing you from doing something you love to do. And now you're trying to figure out how to get rid of this pain. So, like, if stiffness and feeling uncomfortable initially is an issue, I help a lot of people with that kind of things. Like, hey, this is missing, improve the mobility here, do this. And it's not like it's a long thing. It's usually like 2 or 3 things that you have to address, and it starts to feel better in the long term. But, those kind of struggles where it's like, nah, it's not even like about the recovery, nothing. It's about the bandwidth. This is where, like, the socioeconomic status and all those things play a role. Is like, if you got money, you could pay for accountability. You can afford a trainer. But what happens if I don't have the money? What else can I do? Like, what kind of tactics are there so that, like, I can persevere and, like, eventually get comfortable being in the gym again? I would try, like, if you seem like a competitive person, so, like, I would just draw, like, a graph, mark the days, check off the days, and maybe, like, the first month you're going twice a week, and you just got to make sure you get 2 check marks in that first month. Second month, you're going to go 3 times a week. Make sure you get the check marks. That, third month, maybe it's another 3 times a week month, but it's, what can I commit to now? What can I put on paper now that I know I can do? And when I look back at it, I'll be proud of it. But it's also, if I don't do it, I know it's only myself to blame, right? Like, for me, it's all about figuring out what the barrier is. Like, if you're like, man, I could get to the gym, I just don't know what kind of program to do. I don't know where to start. Got to figure out a way to tackle that problem. So for you, it seems like the motivational aspect, the mindset of, like, man, I want to be able to enjoy it again. Start small. Like, I think a lot of people go through it where it's like, man, I'm like, I just don't want to go in again. I'm like, you know what? Let me just commit 1 day a week. That's all I ask for. Let's go 2 days a week. And then eventually, it could even be like, let's just walk to the gym and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
my problem is this, is that I have vices that are not conducive to going to the gym. So then I'm sometimes like, I'm fine getting to the gym when I break off all those vices and I take a break. Let's just say drinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I know some people could be video games. Some people may be smoking. I go, man, if I'm drinking, it just reduces my motivation. Like, why am I going to the gym? And then when you drink, you also make additional bad choices with your diet because your willpower is down and you're like, yeah, I'm going to have that extra cheeseburger or that burger. Yeah. Or you're depending on your drink. If you're a beer, maybe you like to eat certain things while you're having a beer. If you like wine, maybe you like that certain pasta with your wine or steak or something, right? So then that within itself, that pulls me away from the gym if I choose that over the gym. I have no problem going to the gym when I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
When I retreat from those vices, I can go to the gym every day for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like it's not a problem. But when I reintroduce those things back into my life, then the motivation, it feels strange. It's like I lose momentum, and then start feeling like stiff, right?
Yeah.
Whereas when I was younger, I could do both. It didn't really matter. I had so much energy, just full of exuberance, where I didn't really think that much either. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I don't care. I'll just do it. Now I catch myself overthinking, like, man, I'm just sitting on a couch, like, should I, shouldn't, maybe I should just look for something to do. And I hate those conversations because I feel like there's two people inside of me fighting to see who's going to win. And sometimes, that other thing wins that chooses comfort.
Yeah.
And that's when I begin to hate myself, because then that voice becomes stronger, because now I missed the gym for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. I mean, it happens to all of us. And then my friends are like, oh, Will, what are you talking about, man? You look fit. I was like, but I'm not where I want to be, right? It's perspective, right? Like Norm said to me the other day, I was like, man, I gained 15 pounds, Norm, like last week. He goes, what? As soon as you walk in here, I was like, this motherfucker's so skinny. Like, what are you talking about? I hate this guy.
What I thought.
Yeah. So, but then to me, I thought, I just feel a little heavier. I feel slower. I mean, it wasn't 15 pounds of muscle. This is 50 pounds of cheeseburgers and pizza and wine and things like that, and hanging out. It's a lot of fun, but
I'm just curious. Is it? Are you hesitant because if you had your vices, right? You went through that, and then you go to work out. Is there a certain result that's going to happen that prevents you from going? Like, is pain because I drank the night before? I did the 45-minute P90X style workout.
Oh, you're still doing that?
No. I did. I just remember clearly that when I drank the night before, went to the P90X workout, and I had the most crazy pounding headache.
That's so like 2000s.
Yeah. So people don't even know, but it's high intensity workout, right?
Yeah.
So I had this huge headache, and I realized, like, wow, this is the result of drinking from the night before. So I realized, like, if I'm going to do something like this type of workout, I cannot put my body through that beforehand, right?
For me, it kills my zeal, right?
Your enthusiasm for it.
It encourages, for me personally, I don't want to speak for anyone else.
It's not pain.
It encourages laziness. My inner laziness, it encourages that. It fosters comfort, right? That part of me that loves that. Just when I'm drinking, it's like, hey, let's just have fun. Let's just lay back and laugh and enjoy life. YOLO, And I'm just, because I have a very extreme personality. I love going all the way this way, and I love going all the way that way. I just feel like you get the most. And that's where inside that war happens, right? Because I also love being fit. I love feeling healthy. I love waking up or getting a good night's sleep, right? When I'm not drinking or not indulging myself. The payoff is I get a good night's sleep. I feel young. I feel fast. I feel great, ton of energy. Mentally, I'm even quicker. My skin looks great. Everything's like just awesome. But then, sometimes it's like, man, I kind of want to have fun. This is getting a little boring. I want to maybe indulge in that ice cream and just, have some sugar that I'm not supposed to. Have a little bit of red meat or some fat, maybe with a bottle of wine, and enjoy that. Maybe I want to meet up with my friends and have a nice social night out. And the thing is, it's like once that happens, then it becomes, man, this is kind of nice. I want to do it again tomorrow. It works both ways. When I'm working out and I get started again, that was nice. I could do it again tomorrow. And I keep going there until I get derailed. And same thing here. I'm having a good time. That was nice. Let me meet up with my friends again. Let's hang out. Let's do this. That was great. And I'm like, man, I kind of miss working out. And I get derailed.
I think at this point of age, like, it's okay. Honestly, like, it's okay to have those breaks, because if you're not like going all in on it and really messing up your health, then I think it's okay, because you're gonna have those 1 or 2, 3 days of, okay, I'm gonna binge on something, it's okay. And
so is this something like where I should just manage my expectations then? Like, yo, Will, you will never be truly fit because you're unwilling to go all the way this way. And that's a fact, right? Because you want to take those breaks. You want to have your pizza. You want to vote for the other will to emerge, right? So we can never be truly fit, right? Or, you know, it's just like, okay, then you'll always be just an average kind of fitness kind of
right. But
deal.
what is fit in your mind, right? So, to me, you're fit. You know, we're not obese. You know, we are active, but we do like to have a drink. We do like to indulge in ice cream. I do. You know, I ate 3 pints of Haagen-Dazs like the other week. You know.
Yeah, I'm talking about beach body. That's one, right? We all have some vanity to this. We want to look good because when you look good, guess what? You feel good, right? It goes together like ketchup and fries.
Lucky Boys Podcast.